Street Racers is back in style, and as you can tell, this week's show is a little bit different. We're here in Nevada with a VIP pass for the biggest event in esports racing history, the Visa Vegas E-Race. 10 fans take on our 20 Formula E drivers for a chance to win the lion's share of $1 million. The door was open for anyone to enter the 4 virtual heats, but in the end, it was a group of gaming teammates who dominated qualifying.
Events like this, they're game-changing.
This kind of event pushes the sport to the next level for sure.
It's without a doubt the biggest race that has ever happened.
The first of a kind for sim racing.
The biggest thing in sim racing in history.
Sim racing is probably the most purest form of racing. You're all in the same equipment, you could be in the same car, it's all equalised, and actually the driver talent really comes out.
When I'm not sim racing, my day job is websites, web programming, that sort of thing.
In my spare time, basically all I do is gaming.
I'm currently working for Fnatic as a project manager. Before that I was working for the Finnish Air Forces. I was fighter controller and military air traffic controller.
I work as a forklift driver at the warehouse.
I started real racing when I was 5 years old in go-karts. I was racing against like Valtteri Bottas. I was performing quite good, but we didn't got any funding for the project, so when I was 13 I had to quit. 2012 I saw a YouTube video where guys are doing massive racing. It was iRacing World Championship, and I was like, whoa, you can do that? And yeah, next day I bought my first wheel and started racing, and here we are now.
I did some go-karting, but then also started sim racing at a really early age, like 11 or 10 even, and never really stopped since then.
In Team Redline, we have so talented guys.
I've been doing Formula Sim Racing. It's one of the biggest Formula 1 World Championships, let's say, in sim racing, and I won that 5 times in a row.
I've been 3 times in iRacing World Championship Series. I've been 3rd position.
I think my biggest achievements are the iRacing World Championships. I won that 5 times.
When you looked at the qualifying times through the qualifying rounds, the lap times were in thousands sometimes, the difference between drivers. It was probably one of the most competitive sim racing events that there's ever been, so we're really pleased. So 5 of the guys are getting through.
The Visa Vegas E-Race is gonna be the biggest thing in sim racing in any kind of history, and it's gonna be hard. The racing is so tight there, and everybody is fast. Everything is new. It's a big stage, and there's a lot of people watching it, and it's gonna be huge.
It's absolutely massive for sim racing. It's without a doubt the biggest race that has ever happened. The place where it's going to be is so special, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Visa Vegas E-Race, it's phenomenal. I mean, it's something what for sure will act as a start of a new era for sim racing.
It's the first of a kind with big prize money, racing against the real drivers. It's going to be an awesome experience. I mean, not just a race, but the whole event there. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
So that's some of the contenders, and we'll meet more later on. But first it's time to shut down the Sunset Strip and let Las Vegas know that Formula E is in town. We're behind the scenes of the Formula E Vegas Roadshow, moments before our drivers hit the Las Vegas Strip. It's all getting very exciting. We're moments away. We've got the film crew ready and raring to go. So let's go and check it out. You're about to drive this Jaguar Concept EV down the Vegas Strip, followed by a police escort. Are you a little bit nervous?
I was actually feeling pretty good up until they told me it was the only one in the world.
Oh.
But I can't wait. It's the first time I've seen the I-Pace in real life. It's the first time I'm going to drive it, and then down the Las Vegas Strip, like, I can't believe it. I don't know how I've been chosen to do it, but I can't wait to do it and take it off the bucket list. So yeah, I just want to get underway.
Driving the Qualcomm safety car, the i8. Yeah, I've never been in charge of safety before. I've always been trying to cause the chaos. So today I'm going to try and keep everyone safe and under control.
Sam, it's all getting a bit real now, isn't it?
It is. I mean, Formula E is breaking boundaries all the time, and to be able to drive this racing car down the strip in Las Vegas it's incredible. It is like being on a movie set.
Alejandro, you certainly know how to make an entrance. How did you manage to pull off a stunt like this?
Well, I don't know, really. We came here 3 years ago for the first time with the Formula E car, and now we're back. And not only with Formula E car, we have a Jaguar, a BMW. We keep growing, so it's really exciting.
Okay, stand by, ready, and action!
That's how we do it, boys. Boom.
Now, although this historic event is all about virtual racing, we thought a good way for some of our qualifiers and FE drivers to get an early feel for the competition was to get a bit of practice on a real track. Well, sort of.
On my right side, that's Patrick, our new team member, so to say. He's a guy from Germany, like myself, and he's very good at sim racing.
Bono's my teammate here for the E-Race in Vegas. So he's going to drive with us for Faraday Dragon Racing on the E-Race on Saturday. And here we're having fun, you know, electric go-karts, and I'm here with him. There's Robin with his teammate from Amlin, and Daniel with his teammate. So we're just having a bit of fun on the electric go-karts.
I started last, so I had a bit of fun passing some guys. Great fights with the real drivers as well, so that's great to have that opportunity to be on the same track as them. Yeah, it was good fun today.
Sharing the track with Daniel was amazing. You know, he's a pro driver, real race car driver you've seen always in TV, and to have a little race against him on the car track is really unforgettable experience. Was great.
I was very much impressed with his driving. I mean, before we came here, he was actually already looking for onboard laps of this track to see the line. That's how serious he takes it all.
Actually, today was, well, I didn't see the difference when I race online, so it's the same thing.
My goal for sure is going to be to keep up with him. I try to maybe get some tips from him for the E-Race, because I'm sure he's doing better there. But for the moment, I think it's just cool to have him on board, to have all the sim racers with us. And for now, we're just going to have a good time. And then when we start the race, yeah, the ego is going to kick in and everyone wants to win. But in the end, to be honest, it's about fun, and I'm sure we're going to have that.
I don't know what I would give him as a tip. I mean, just go as fast as you can, that's all I can say.
I mean, that's the political way to say I'm not giving him anything.
It was great fun to know each other a bit more before the big race coming on. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Saturday.
Well, let's see. He was fast today, so
Maybe little tiny things so we can secure the 1-2.
As it gets closer, of course, you know, the tension builds up and everyone's going to try to get more into it and more in the rhythm. I mean, it's a bit of a problem that we are in Vegas, not so easy to stay focused all the time, but we'll try our best and we'll try to make sure that the red colors are very much up front.
We're here in Las Vegas for their Visa Vegas E-Race, the most lucrative event in esports racing history, with a prize pool of $1 million. The pot will be shared between our 20 FE drivers and 10 qualifiers who battle their way to the entertainment capital of the world. The event coincides with the world's biggest consumer electronics show, so before we reveal the virtual track the drivers will be facing, we gave one of them the chance to check out the very latest in e-technology.
Hi guys, my name is Lucas Di Grassi. I'm a Formula E race driver for the Abt Schaffler Audi Sport team. And I'm here at CES 2017 to choose my top products of the fair. So this one is one of my top picks of CES this year. They are small drones based on the X-Wing and the speeder bike from Star Wars. So the extra good thing about these drones is that actually you can fire lasers into one another. And when you get 3 shots right, the drone automatically powers down and lands, and then you won the battle. And everybody, since we're kids, dream about flying and trying to chase your friends around, and now you can. I was here 2 years ago and I tried Google Glass, and I quite like the concept, but I don't think it was ready yet. You get your eyes tired. But this, the Vuzix V3000 that I just tried, is the evolution of Google Glass. It has a perception of about between 1 and 3 meters in front of you, so your eyes don't get tired. I think that this will be very useful for motorbike, for cycling, for driving cars in the future, so you keep your attention on the road, but at the same time you're getting all the information in real time. So this is the hover camera, and what fascinates me is the raw simplicity, but because of its processor, it can really recognize faces, follow you around, take high quality movies, all done with your smartphone. So just like this, press the button, release, here it is. I'm not controlling it, it's just like really following me around. And you just grab it, hold it, it's done. So this here is the Power Ray. It's a drone, but it doesn't fly. It's meant for fishing, to either film the fish eating the bait or actually catch the fish and then drive the drone back with the fish on it. We talked about small drones, underwater drones, bigger drones, and now we're talking about the real thing. It's the real deal. You can go inside this drone and fly for 25 minutes at around 80 to 100 kilometers per hour. This is the future of aerial transportation in cities, so we can have a glimpse of the future. So this is my top pick for this year. VR technology from Qualcomm that uses basically a different set of motion sensors to actually immerse you in a 6-axis within the movie. If I want to change my perspective within the movie, I can walk around, I can see behind rocks, and for sure this will be the future, including for me, of simulation, racing, gaming, everything that you want to be immersed on.
So it's time to get down to business. Ordinarily, both gamers and FE drivers would spend countless hours in simulators mastering the track. But this time, with so much at stake, it's an even playing field. No one has seen the course before this moment. And who better to guide us around the track than 3-time Indy 500 winner and FE commentator Dario Franchitti. Dario, I see you getting some practice in.
I am doing a few cheeky laps here. They've just unveiled the layout here for the Vegas E-Race, and yeah, I thought I'd have a wee look around and see what it's all about. You see him starting the lap here over the start-finish line through this first chicane, easily flat out, but then quite heavy braking at the end of this straight. Maybe a passing zone, I'm not sure. But then into these tight combination corners. You've got to get one right because it leads straight to the next. Important to get off this chicane correctly down this short, somewhat short straight, but every 1/10 of a second is going to matter here. Again, into another hairpin at the far end of the track, a bit of oversteer there going in. I managed to collect it then.
Nicely done.
More luck than judgment. Over this bridge, really unusual area here, through a flat out left-hander, but then almost immediately braking a little bit to brush of the brakes. Back to throttle here. Again, another combination of corners. This one's a little tricky though. It almost feels like a double apex, but not quite. Coming up beside the castle here, a little unusual backdrop for a race. A right-hand kink. Changes surface coming through this next right. Almost flat out through this next right-left combination. Coming back towards the end of the lap now. This next segment, just one corner links into the next. You see the next left-hander, and then these last two lefts. Just a little bit of lift of the throttle here.
Nice.
And you've got to get through this last corner because it's that long straight coming ahead of us here. Don't want to lose any time on the way in, but you've got to get back to throttle. And that is a lap of the track here in Vegas.
And what do you make of this track? Because wouldn't it be epic if it was one in real life for Formula E?
It really would. It would make an absolutely epic track. Great location for it. I have to say, even here just now in the simulator, it is a fantastic track. It's going to be very difficult for anybody to really differentiate themselves from the field. It's going to be a tough competition. I think the sim guys are going to have a little advantage, but I know for a fact that the pros are not going to want to be beaten.
Right, well, I'm going to leave you to it, get some more practice in, and thank you very much.
No worries, thank you.
There we go. So that's the track. We'll find out what the drivers think in a moment. But first, time to take a quick spin around at the Consumer Electronics Show again to sample the latest EVs coming to market. First up, Faraday Future revealed their debut production car here in Vegas. The much anticipated FF91 promises supercar performance and impressive battery technology. Autonomy is big news here. We saw the car drive itself around a car park and back into an empty space. The car will also be able to read the driver's mood and will match the setting of the car to the temperature, the music, the seat massage setting, and even the scent. But Faraday Future were not the only manufacturer releasing new models here at CES, most with artificial intelligence or autonomous features built in.
Today we're showing off the Toyota Concept I, which is a future mobility concept vehicle, and it has artificial intelligence. So it learns and grows along with you. In terms of how this vehicle actually works, it's very exciting because the vehicle has a personality, and the personality's name is Yui, and the whole overall goal is to focus on the relationship between the vehicle and the driver.
Honda's conceptual offering, a city car, the fully electric New V, was also released here, with again autonomy and AI being big news for the car brand.
Years ago, everybody always had this really strong connection to their car, a very emotional connection with their car. And we're realizing that in younger generations, we're actually starting to lose that a little bit. So artificial intelligence is actually a technology that we can really use and benefit to actually try to inject that emotional connection back into automobiles. And if you look inside the car, its entire dash is actually a touch screen. If it's in autonomous mode and you're trying to get ready for a meeting, things can come up. So it's very adaptable, and we really wanted that as part of the vehicle as well.
Due to go into production in 2020, Volkswagen was showcasing the ID, their first fully electric car. Volkswagen's ambitious aim is to produce 1 million electric cars by 2025. Among them, they're breathing new life into one of the classics, a futuristic reimagining of their VW campervan. This is in addition to the ID Buzz, which was announced just days after CES in Detroit. Nissan was showing off the Nissan Mark II Leaf, their next generation of the popular EV. With semi-autonomous features to be included as standard within the next year or two, and with Nissan working with NASA on their tech, the Japanese manufacturer seems to be leaving no stone unturned in their pursuit of future driving. BMW had a big presence at this year's CES. Their BMW i Inside Future Sculpture, as they're calling it, was a very forward-looking vision of how our cars may look in the future when we embrace autonomy. Alongside the plants and the library, yes, really, they were showcasing their truly impressive HoloActive Touch, a hologram display instead of a dashboard, which you just hover your hand over and interact with the intelligent connectivity. That's the latest away from the track, but back on it, let's see what the guys make of the new course.
It was good to get a feeling of everything, simulator, the car, and see what it is. For example, if I need to use the shoes or not, and all these things. It was good to just, get the sense of it.
It was really important to get into a good rhythm. Yeah, got that and just went faster and faster and faster through the session and ended up fastest. So yeah, it's been a good day, but tomorrow's the real deal.
Obviously it does feel different compared to the real car, but it's much better compared to what we used to have at the normal race weekend. So it's a big improvement, and I'm sure it's going to keep improving in the future. So it's going in the right direction.
The track is brilliant, lots of overtaking possibilities, a lot of fun to drive. Should be an entertaining race for sure.
I think the track looks great. To have this track in real life would be awesome. So we'll see how it looks like on video games.
It's quite wide, which is great for overtaking. Got some fast corners, got some good overtaking points as well. So I think it's going to be good.
Mostly the sim races are going to be the biggest competition, I think. I mean, no disrespect to the real races, but this is our territory, let's say. Yeah, we'll be very surprised if one of the sim races doesn't win it, but you never know. We'll see what happens.
Well, the chances are, since I was top 5 and qualifying and everything, and I think I can get in the top 5, and then from there, who knows,
When everyone gets taken out their little rooms that they do sim racing in for all these years or however long they've done it, it's going to be a big change for some. And some might have done stuff like this before and some might not, but I'd like to think that some of my Formula 4 career and karting stuff maybe takes the pressure slightly off, but when there's $25,000 for pole position, I think everyone's kind of shaking slightly. So just got to enjoy it, mate, and take it as it comes.
Before we head off into the Vegas night, let's check out what the guys have been up to in their downtime. Antonio Felix da Costa has received an alternative fan boost, meeting basketball legend Shaquille O'Neal. Jose Maria Lopez is clearly enjoying the dietary demands of a sim racer. Mahindra teammates Felix Rosenvist and Nick Heidfeld have decided to see Vegas on 2 wheels, while Lucas de Grassi has found a 4-wheeled solution to get around the Consumer Electronics Show. And finally, away from Vegas, some exciting news that F1 driver Esteban Gutierrez will make his FE debut in his native Mexico in April. So we know the drivers, we know the track, now we need to know who the winner will be. To find out, join us next week when we'll bring you all the action from the qualifying and the race itself to see who will be crowned the Visa Vegas e-race champion.